you guys would like to take pictures of the Holly Hill House, we do get orbs up by it. The Holly Hill House was built by a man named Peter Jano. And he came here to the island, saw this piece of land, and said, perfect. This is where I want to build a house for the love of my life. So he was on the mainland, shipped over, hauled over all of the materials on his own sailboat. He bought a circus horse, Mercury, and hauled all the materials up the hill and built this house. When he got done, finished building the house, it was just how it looks now. It is considered a historical monument because it's one of the top 3 houses on the island. So it has never had anything much done to structure. So that's exactly what it looked like when he finished it. He said, this is perfect. I'm going to go get the love of my life. He goes back to the mainland, gets her, brings her back. First thing she says is, I hate it. She says, I hate the island, I hate the house, I'm out of here. So she left, and he became a recruit. He didn't really go anywhere. He hung a sign above his front door that said, no woman shall ever enter. And actually, no woman ever entered while he was alive. But ironically, the person that bought it after he passed away was a woman. So everybody's used to ask her, you know, do you ever get haunted by him, you know, because you're a woman? And she said, no, he's still around. He used to like to have these 2 windows out here facing us, those 2 big windows, wide open. So she'll wake up in the morning time and they will be wide open. There's an awesome breeze that comes up through that hillside, that whole canyon. So he used to like to have those wide open. After that elder lady passed away, the family that bought it after them said, you know, we really need to kind of get a few things touched up, paint, stuff like that, new carpeting, cabinets, that kind of thing. So they had workers in here for a few weeks at a time. And the workers would come in the morning and notice that their stuff was kind of straightened up. Their tools were kind of put in piles, and it wasn't something really that a burglar would do. So they were trying to figure out who or what is this. It's not a child, they're kids, they're not going to do that. It's obviously not a burglar, they're not vandalizing or anything like that. So they were trying to figure out what the heck it was, or what was going on. So what they decided to do, the night that they had to varnish the wood floors, they decided to do it at the end of the day and do it from the inside out. So when they varnished the wood floors, they came in the next morning and looked around the house, and sure enough, right in the middle of the living room, there is 1 foot in front of the other in the wood varnish. And so they called the owners right away and was like, hey, check it out. We found out what it was. It was a ghost. And the owner said, that's awesome, leave it there. So they actually let the prints dry in the wood varnish up there. So that's really, really cool. If you guys have questions about any of these pictures that I'm talking about, you can go onto our Facebook, the original Ghost Tours of Catalina. Also, just to our website, Ghost Tours of Catalina. You tag us in your own pictures if you have some great pictures. Also, when you look at those pictures, they're from people that were on the tour prior. So you guys will have familiar pictures, same orbs and same places, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool if you guys want to take a look at that. We're going to go ahead and go to our last stop. If I could have everybody one by one line up their EMF detectors and their flashlights so I can count them all in. And then I'll talk about our next stop.
Sorry.